Our next guest is changing lives, and he's starting them at a young age. And a good friend of mine said, "Hey, you got to talk to Dave. You know, Dave Bocci. What he's done for my son, and it's just amazing." And he said, "All right, well, let's get a hold of Dave." And he's the creator of. He started a company called Team Impact Coaching, and the only problem I have with looking at his bio, he's a Michigan guy, and I'm a Buckeye.
Oh,
so
too bad.
but that's all right, Dave. How you doing, Dave? Dave Bocci, Rocket Nooch. What's happening?
I was doing great until you said you're a Buckeye.
It's all right. You guys aren't a threat. I mean,
Oh, wow.
Well, come on. I mean, Akron, UConn. I mean, you guys are struggling.
Well, you'll love the fact that I was also a Canes fan growing up. So.
Oh man,
That's really too bad.
How'd that Maurice Clarett thing end up going for you guys?
Oh wow. Terrell Pryor's okay. He looked good last night. I mean, he did. He did look good.
He did okay.
Gruden loved him last night.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. I'm going to call you guys Rock and Asterisk from now on.
Well, hey, Dave, tell us a little bit about what you're doing. You know, Oliver Baggio, a good friend of mine, has been talking you up like what you've been doing for his son and other people that he knows and kids. And sounds like you're making miracles happen at an early age.
Well, I mean, first of all, thanks so much for having Team Impact on the show. So that's really, really nice of you guys. And Oliver is fantastic. I mean, he's a great supporter of the program. He probably didn't tell you, but he also helps coach. So he does a great job. He's part of this as much as I am. So, we really are a team. And, we work with youth athletes, 5 to 11 years old, boys and girls of all skills throughout the Valley. And our mission is that by teaching them capability, commitment, and confidence, we can teach them to be successful. And, whatever sport they go out and play, they're going to know those fundamentals and techniques that they're going to need to be successful. And, one of the things that happens is, there's thousands of youth athletes around the Valley that are playing sports in some just fantastic leagues that are out there. But when you sign up for these leagues, the coaches and the athletes don't really have enough time to take the time to go through, how to run properly and how to break down properly and shift laterally and respond to movement. They just have time to get prepared for whatever season of whatever sport they're playing. So we're sort of this connective tissue, I feel, between, helping your athlete, gain confidence and get stronger physically, and then also, feel a little bit better about themselves, so that when they go out there and sign up for that league, whatever league it is, they're gonna carry themselves with pride, and they're gonna have a lot of success.
Dave Bocci with Team Impact joining us here on AZ Sports Talk. Dave, I think the other thing too, in talking to you earlier, is your Miracle League of Arizona. How you have your own kids that you train. How about those Special Olympians in baseball, the special needs kids? Explain that a little bit, because I think that's just such a great program. How you have the kids give back and help them out as well.
Yeah, we'll be starting that in October. We'll have 4 Tuesdays in October. First of all, the Miracle League of Arizona is just a fantastic organization, and we were blessed to have the chance to have a conversation with them, and they've invited us to come and volunteer in October. And each Tuesday evening, we're going to send one of our teams, which represent about 10 youth athletes within a certain age group, to go down there, and they're going to work with these baseball kids who, a lot of them have some pretty severe handicaps, but it's a great opportunity for both sides to learn. I mean, I look at it as a learning experience even for myself, to be honest, and I think what they're going to do is they're going to sort of brief our kids on how to handle themselves and support these kids and be fans, and then we're going to cheer these guys on and hope they, kick some butt out there, so...
I think the other thing, too, Dave, is you're looking at your site and seeing all the phenomenal sponsors that you guys have got. Everybody's gotten on board and making it happen. Talk about some of your sponsors, how they've bought into all the things you're doing with Team Impact.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of great organizations out there. I think because we found a niche, it was easier for us to get their attention. We don't really have any competition in the marketplace, because we're trying to prepare kids to go join leagues. So actually most leagues look at us as, a positive influence in what they're doing. So when we go to sponsors, they're like, hey, this is great. There's no competition. So, Sports Authority was is a great sponsor for us. It was a no-brainer. They help us with equipment and help us with recruiting for events and stuff. Albertsons has provided snacks, Jet Set Smiles, Pediatric Dentistry. I mean, this is really interesting. They taught me that kids who play youth sports have higher levels of cavities because of all the sports drinks they drink.
Oh, yeah, the treats after the game, huh?
Well, no, actually, I don't want to say the G word, but, the sports drinks.
Yes.
There's so much sugar in those drinks, right? So all these things, Stick Fit Scottsdale, they're phenomenal. I mean, we've been very fortunate, very blessed.
Dave, I'm curious, with Team Impact, I mean, you talk about capability, commitment, and confidence. Is this something that you just, I noticed you've been involved in a lot of professional sports teams and things, and you've been involved in some other business. Did you just take this on because you saw a need?
Yeah, I see a need in two areas. I see the need in what we're doing right now, which is helping the athletes, and then I see the need in actually coaching coaches. But right now we got to start with, where the traction lies. The issue with coaching coaches is you got a lot of egos out there, so it's kind of hard to break that barrier. But ultimately what we want to do is better the overall process, and we want youth sports to be about the process of winning, not just winning itself. And I'll give you a quick example of what I mean. So, your 7-year-old son goes out there and runs a perfect route, gets his hands up, gets his head turned, his torso turned, goes for the ball, is aggressive, sees the ball into his hands, catches it, turns at the last second, and drops the ball. 90% of people watching that play are going to say, little Billy should have caught that ball, right? Well, a Team Impact coach is going to look at that and go, wow, you just graded out at a 95%. Great job, young man. Because he did. He did everything you could ask for, except at the very end he didn't quite finish the play. So that's the feedback he should hear is, look, you just did a really great job, and here's the one thing you might want to think about is you haven't caught the ball until it's completely tucked away in your arms. Okay, kid goes back. He doesn't feel bad about anything. In fact, if anything, he feels positive. And guess what happens the next time that slant pass is thrown to him? It's touchdown, right? So, and that could be every athlete. I've never coached an athlete who did not respond to positive and to positive sort of intensity and confidence.
Well, what do you do, David, when it gets to the point where it's too much? I don't have kids, but all my buddies have kids, and they're the next Tiger Woods, they're the next John McEnroe,
Joe Montana.
Oh, yeah. Every kid in my neighborhood's going to be playing at the next level, at professional level.
You could be their manager.
Yeah.
Well,
it's amazing.
Look, I'm not going to deny that people want to win and people want their kids to be the best. I mean, I want my own kids to be great as well. So I'm not going to deny that part of it's important. But on the other hand, look, there's a process to getting there, and you got to help people understand the process, and you got to educate them, because in the absence of someone educating them, they're going to go for the lowest hanging fruit, which is some, grandiose trophy or some, kind of, accomplishment that really doesn't mean much. I mean, the thing I always tell my kids is whether you go out there and lose 50-0 or whether you win 50-0, you can't control how good the other team is, but you sure as heck can play to the ability that you're supposed to be out there playing at. And, 9 times out of 10, that does lead to the result they want. I'll give you a real quick story. We did a camp where we said we had each kid in a line, and we spoke positively about that young person for a minute. And you should have seen their faces. They were grinning from cheek to cheek, whether they were
great.
5 years old or 11. And some of these kids have probably never heard this type of praise in a sports environment. And what happened was my 6-year-old, who, God bless him, I love him to death, but he just hates sports. My 6-year-old, my 9-year-old loves it, my 8-year-old loves it, and my 6-year-old, he's phenomenal. But anyway, so he's getting all this praise and he's giggling, and then I continue down the line, and I noticed that he kind of snuck his way back into the line on the other side. So, yeah, that's one of my favorite stories about Andre.
That's great. So, teamimpactcoaching.com is the website. Dave, we'll do this again. This is good stuff. I think you're making a difference, and you need to be applauded. So,
hey, thank you. I just want to real quick shout out that we've got fall break camps for Paradise Valley, Scottsdale, and Cave Creek school districts.
Okay.
And Cave Creek School District is September 30th and October 1st. Scottsdale will be October 14th through the 18th, and Paradise Valley will be October 23rd through the 25th. These are full-day camps where you can drop your child off early and pick them up afterwards. And you can find out everything you need to know about them at teamimpactcoaching.com.
Outstanding.
Good stuff, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much, Rock Community.
Yep, you got it. Dave Bocci.
Good
Again,
for
the
him.
website is teamimpactcoaching.com. And I guess he started this on his own,
Yeah.
no money, and that's why the sponsors have come in and helped him. And the website's phenomenal.
Well,
I mean, he did a good job on
Well,
the
here's the
video,
thing.
everything.
It's a big need because now these public schools, junior highs, are starting to cut PE, physical education. So a lot of these kids are not getting any kind of physical activity, and they're going home. So these camps are great for these kids on the weekends to get an hour, a couple hours, or like you said, an all-day affair to get them out and about, get to sweating a little bit. Let's go.